Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, I'm going to react to what $1 million gets you at the Super Bowl. Now this is going to be it's going to be pretty crazy. $1 million. Like, when I first saw the title, I assumed they were talking about, you know, maybe buying an advertising slot, because I know to buy like an advertising slot for your commercial costs a lot of money, but I think this is literally just like a VIP ticket or a VIP experience. $1 million. This just must be, I don't know. I'm trying to justify spending that amount of money to go to the Super Bowl. No matter what I'm thinking of, I don't know if it's worth $1 million, but I'm open to being surprised. Hopefully this video does that. I just don't know what it's gonna take for me to be willing. Not that I've got $1 million, I don't. But if I had $1 million, for me to be willing to spend it on one game of football, it must be just crazy what you get for that money. Let's find out. Let's do it.
Yo, do y'all see where I am? We in the most expensive seat of the most expensive stadium in the world, allegedly. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This kinda nice.
$1 million. That stadium does look amazing, to be honest. Look at, he's
Welcome
having
to
the time of
Inglewood,
his life.
California, home of SoFi Stadium, the Los Angeles Chargers, and more important, the Los Angeles Rams. It's a stunning, state-of-the-art super
It does look incredible.
in the middle of one of LA's most iconic neighborhoods.
Inglewood always up to no good.
This is also going to be the host to the 2022 Super Bowl between the
Bengals
and the
Rams.
And at $5 billion, this is the most expensive stadium ever built in the world's history.
billion.
Today, we're going to find out why the this place costs so.
Whenever I hear that number, it blows my mind. The Emirates Stadium is an amazing stadium, but that only cost like $600 million to build. It was, you know, over a decade ago, 15 years ago, but still, this one costs 10 times that almost.
So much money. I'm gonna see everything from the nosebleeds to the full VIP experience, because this is all access. Let's go.
All right. $1 million.
Damn, 50-yard line. At a typical stadium, you don't get the same open air feel. Imagine Sunday night football, the Super Bowl, everybody running out the tunnel, and you right here on the 50-yard line. You feel the plush in these seats? You know, usually there's plasticky seats, and depending on how old your stadium is, you don't get the comfort of something like this. Shit, it don't get too much better than this. You know, they ain't tell me how much the seat was gonna cost, but if I had to guess, it's a few thousand for you. And for the Super Bowl, I couldn't even call it.
You might not believe this, but the seat I'm sitting in right now, it'll run you at least $80K.
$80K. $80,000. Okay, so $1 million clearly is for more than just the seat. Thank God. Thank God. But still, 80 grand? That's a good salary for a year.
Y'all, they done got me up here in the bleeds. It's a big difference compared to when we were on the middle of the field. These seats, they plastic. The plush is gone. Up here, all you can really do is get drunk and fist fight. I ain't really gonna swivel or shake too much, because if I tumble my ass down, I'll make it to the 50-yard line.
Man, I ain't standing up. Yeah, it's scary up there? It's scary as shit up here, man.
Ooh, get me from up here.
I'd love to know how much that seat cost, though. That would have been interesting.
Come here real quick. I wanna show you something. Shh, we gotta go quick. Ooh, it's the best grass money can buy.
It does look amazing, I have to say. It looks amazing. Is that real grass? It looks kind of like AstroTurf, but I guess it's grass because he said it is. super
Man, I don't
short.
know how the hell they do it in the NFL. It's hot as shit in this stadium. It's humid as shit in this stadium. They said LA don't got no humidity. They lied their ass off.
Hey, Tyler, you look exhausted. You've been running around too much? Sunday Night Football, you gotta get rest.
Exactly, man. Thanks for having us, man.
Our pleasure.
Okay.
Well, tell me about some of the stuff we should see if you're coming so far.
Well, you're on field level, right? So you got the Bootsy Bellows nightclub lounge here in the corner.
Ooh, I like
you got
that.
the SoFi Social Club, the best place to watch football in the NFL,
Okay.
lowest railing in the NFL, closest seat to any players. This is the greatest place to see the action up close. But there are no bad seats at SoFi Stadium.
I feel like I can see everything on the field no matter where I am.
Everything is meant to be open, airy. You got this beautiful canopy above. You feel like
So what does this show when the game is going? Is this for replays?
hey, I'm outdoors, but you're covered from all the elements. It's the most vertical stadium in the world, so that means every seat is closer than any other comparable seat to any other stadium.
We're not actually at regular ground level, right?
Now, we're 100 feet down, so the deepest hole stadium-wise in the world. 22 acres by 100 feet down. It's 7 million cubic tons of dirt that we removed to build this stadium. When you get in, you enter on level 6 out of 8 levels, so everybody goes down. It makes me think of the Bob Uecker commercial. I must be in the front row.
In the wrong shape, buddy. Come on. Oh, I must be in the front row. Come on.
I don't know who the hell that is. But tell me a bit about how this stadium even came to be. You were the one who pitched it, right?
We pitched the vision to make sure the NFL knew when they came back to LA, they had a stadium and a project worthy of the entertainment capital of the world. Hollywood Park is bigger than Vatican City. It's 3 times bigger than Disneyland. So when you start to think about a project,
Oh,
the
okay.
scope.
So not Disneyland, Florida. I was gonna say Disneyland, Florida is huge, massive. Like, who paid for this stadium? Like, is it like here in the UK where the owner has to find the money to build a stadium, or does the city contribute to it?
Open size to do everything that Mr. Kroenke wanted to do to bring Los Angeles to life
Kroenke?
and bring economic uplift.
Hold on, does the owner of this stadium or this team also own, because I support Arsenal Football Club, he's our owner as well? What? No
To
way.
Inglewood, jobs, over 12,000 people worked on this site to help build it up.
Hold on, I don't want to cut you off, but it's a little loud out here. You mind if we go somewhere else?
You want to go to your suite?
I'll go to my suite. That's right.
All right, folks, time for the main event. Here's what $1 million is going to get you at the Super Bowl.
So when you go into our owner suites, there are 24 of them, and we designed them to be a place like you would gather in your kitchen to watch a game, an unbelievable island for people to gather across, and then a great view of the field. So this is the place to be on a game day if you want a top-notch experience.
It does look amazing. I love how it's just a random tomahawk steak, just no sides.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, this food is legit. I wonder where the chef's at.
We sitting here with some of the chefs behind the great food at SoFi Stadium. So the first thing I saw up in there was that tomahawk steak.
It's big and impressive, isn't it?
The bone was damn near bigger than my head. It was impressive, ain't the word for it. What are the other options though? Maybe I don't eat meat.
Well, we've got great produce and veggies from Melissa's Produce. Vegan options that we've got in-house with a vegan hot dog.
Wow.
And then just if you need something special, we can create a menu that'll take care of you.
So hold on, that $1 million, is it so it gets you the owner's box? Tell me it's for the season. It's got to be for the whole season, right? It can't just be for the Super Bowl, can it? Come on.
If there's one thing I need to eat if I'm in one of these suites, what do y'all think it is?
My choice is not just in the suites, but throughout the stadium. It's our CityLink hot dog. It's a deep fried hot dog. I think it's the best hot dog in all of sports.
In all of sport.
I'll take that one to the bank.
Super glizzy. Okay.
So
This
clearly
guy is
SoFi
just-
knows how to take care of
he's
the
living,
VIPs.
man.
But what about the rest of Inglewood?
One of the major critiques of this place has been that a lot of residents have said that it was actually pushing them out and making it so that they couldn't afford a place like this. Have you considered that, and did you consider that in your pitch to build something out here?
Certainly, when we first met with the city of Inglewood, it was, what do you need for your residents? And one of their first requests was to go build housing that would bring in middle class and upper middle class people to Inglewood, help raise the tax base.
Pause that real quick. Did he just say the city asked him to gentrify Inglewood? Let's rewind.
And one of their first requests was to go build housing that would bring in middle class and upper middle class people to Inglewood, help raise the tax base, help grow it. And I think one of the struggles is everything you talk about outside of this 300 acres certainly has risen up, and you now see Inglewood putting in rent control, putting in rent caps, doing some of those things.
I ain't trying to put words in the man's mouth, but that sounds like gentrification to me. If I'm ever gonna get the real story, I need to talk to the people of Inglewood.
Yeah, it's a difficult one because if you own property in Inglewood, if you owned property before construction of the stadium, amazing, right? Because your property value has just gone way high, but then your property taxes have also increased too. And if you're renting, then your rent payments have probably increased exponentially. So yeah, pros and cons.
What's your favorite part about SoFi Stadium?
I have to say the size. I love like when I'm coming off to like the 405 or the 105 and you just look over, you can see like the skyline behind the stadium.
And the energy here, the ambiance, they say if you don't make it to heaven, come to SoFi Stadium.
Dude, the TV, bro, like that's the coolest thing.
Ah, yeah, television, America's true national pastime. So when we got a screen as big as this, of course, people.
Man, I need to come to this stadium, man. I don't care. I'll sit in the cheapest seat. Like, it just looks incredible. Like, I've been to a few great stadiums, but man, this looks amazing.
People are going to be drawn to it.
Samsung was nice enough to build us the world's first double-sided 4K, 70,000 square feet, 8mm LED board.
70,000
so more LED
square
in this building than anywhere else in the world.
Jeez,
and when you say
man.
things are bigger in Texas, that screen is 3 times bigger than the size of AT&T Stadium.
What's going on, man? I heard you the brains behind everything, especially with this big old LED screen right here. Tell me how y'all got this in here.
Yeah, how did they get that?
Yeah, so it's so large that you can't really sort of fit it in. You have to design it first, and then you design the building around it.
How many pieces did it take to make something like this?
Oh, it came in on something like 200 semi-trucks.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it took us about 6 months, basically, from the time they started building it on the field until it was attached to the roof. But it also, because of the way it's shaped, you see that oval shape, it means that it's very close to the people that are on the top. And then if you're sitting down in the stadium bowl, you get this gorgeous, what we call the inside side.
Anyone who lives in LA or, has been to this stadium, is it the best stadium you've been to? Like, I imagine you guys are going to say yes. Like, what were your experiences in the stadium, and how much did you pay, for whatever game you went to watch? I'd love to know.
It is unlike any other stadium in the world. The energy that's created, not just with the video, but the audio elements we have up there. There's 260 speaker arrays up there that provide the audio inside of the bowl as well. So the combination of the audio and the visuals that you get around a football game is amazing.
How much y'all spend on this?
A lot.
$5 billion? A little bit more than that?
Give or take.
$5 billion to build a stadium like this. How much is going to this screen?
No comment.
Man, you know the answer. You know the number.
There's the big elephant in the room. No matter how many Rams officials you talk to in the stadium, no one will tell us exactly how much it costs. So I'm gonna ask the folks in the stadium what they know.
How much you think it costs to build SoFi Stadium?
Ooh, millions.
Millions?
Millions.
No idea.
A little bit over $1
5,000 million.
billion or $2 billion.
A lot of money.
Well, probably over $5.
16 billion.
Hey, now it might be 16.
Something crazy.
More than I got. More than I got in my checking account. I read an article with like $5 billion.
I don't know. I don't care. I'm here to party.
I heard it's maybe in the $5 billion range.
Ooh, there you go. That's right.
5 billion, man. 5 billion.
Don't get too excited about it, man. You gotta always be bigger than the numbers.
What do you
It just confuses me though, because as beautiful as that stadium is, as amazing as it looks, 5 billion seems an insane amount on a stadium. Like, I just don't understand how it costs that much. Like, Tottenham Hotspur recently built a state-of-the-art, as much as it hurts me to say, it's nicer than our stadium, Arsenal Stadium. It looks phenomenal, but their stadium cost like $1 billion. And North London is a very expensive area, very, very expensive. So to think this one cost 5, I don't know. Like,
I think of SoFi.
I think it's beautiful, man. I call it Jericho. I think all the amenities that it has is really fitting for fans who love football.
I think when you walk into SoFi Stadium, you go, wow. I mean, you never seen anything like it.
Man, it's the atmosphere is off the hook. It's off the chain. You gotta come here. You gotta be here.
I would say come. Every time you get a chance to, it's a beautiful thing. We having so much fun. We're not even done yet. We about to go out here and go up.
What's one thing you would suggest to somebody who's never come to SoFi Stadium for why they should be here?
I would say the people. The people. A lot of people here are just generally from this community, and we've never really had something besides the form in this community. So I would say the people, the energy here is great.
You know, like growing up as a kid, we didn't have a football team, you know what I mean? So I always wonder, like, man, what would it be like? And now it's like, it's a reality. 50, 60, 70,000 Angelinos in a bowl. Like, it's pretty amazing, honestly.
It's brand new, state-of-the-art technology. It's the best place we got, and you got to support your city no matter what.
Being born and raised here, it's really exciting to have a team, you know, back in the hometown. So we're excited to support.
What's it like to be able to bring your daughter to Rams games?
It's really cool. You know, I never imagined that, you know, we'd be going to football in LA. So it's a place where she can really enjoy and she can scream and cheer. And so she's having a blast.
Oh, this is incredible. Just being right here, you just feel like you're literally.
How much does a season ticket for the Rams cost? It's got to be expensive, right? We're talking, what, a grand, $2,000, something like that? Am I way off here? I'm sure some of you are probably laughing at me.
In the game, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful stadium. One of the best I've ever been in my life.
Let's get ready to rock.
Wow, they got Bruce Buffer. Jesus. It does look incredible. The whole show, the spectacle. It looks amazing. $1 million though?
We had a hell of a day. We in the parking lot of SoFi Stadium. We've seen the VIP seats. We've seen the nosebleeds. We've seen Ty Dolla $ign, and we've seen a few Hall of Famers, including Paris Hilton. So, man, after something like that, that's all we got. I'll see y'all on the flip. Peace.
Very, very entertaining. I'm definitely impressed. You know, if you can afford it, it's an amazing experience. You know, the food looked top notch. The atmosphere looked incredible. It looks amazing, without a doubt. $1 million though, like I need to do a bit more research, and if you guys can sort of fill in the gaps that I have, I'd really appreciate it. What does $1 million actually get you? Does it just get you an owner's box for the game, for the Super Bowl? Or does it get you, which is what I probably think, does it get you the owner's box for a season? Because I would think it's got to be for a season. It has to be for the whole season. Because even then, $1 million is a lot for one season's access to the owner's box. Like, I need to understand that. And also, how much does it cost for a decent seat, a decent ticket for an LA Rams game, at the SoFi? I'd love to know that. Just, yeah, it looked amazing. I definitely need to go catch a football game, at that stadium. It looks phenomenal. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.